61016.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling. It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here.
Okay, beruhige dich.
Time to pay the price. It's time.
Wenn du lachst, ist es gruselig.
You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Okay.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to...
Ich glaube ja nicht.
You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
Kleiner, I don't know about that, bro.
I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Come get me.
Jetzt sei nicht so.
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way!
Ich finde das so toll, dass man hier mit Dan Heng und Blade zusammenkämpfen kann. Dan Heng ist mein stärkster Damage-Dealer oder mit einer meiner stärksten Damage-Dealer auf meinem Main-Account. Ich liebe ihn. Und Blade will ich unbedingt noch haben. Den habe ich noch nicht. Den habe ich übersprungen damit ich weiß gar nicht, für den ich da gespart habe. Kann sogar sein, dass ich dafür Dan Heng gespart habe, als Blade draußen war. Ich glaube ja. Weil ja alle meine Einheiten auf meinem Main-Account sind free-to-play. Und darauf bin ich sehr stolz. Ich spare, wenn ich weiß, jemand kommt, den ich haben möchte. Ich kann hier noch nichts einsetzen, das ist echt traurig.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends.
Werden
They're
wir
caught
sehen.
in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away.
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Surrender!
Failed to send you.
Ich kann immer noch keine E einsetzen. Ich bin so traurig.
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Der Tanhang ist gar nicht wirklich beim Kampf dabei. Er nimmt das überhaupt nicht ernst.
Won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer.
Let's go!
I didn't wish to harm anyone.
This isn't over.
Ja doch, ich denke schon.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lawfu's hotshot general.
Ich liebe ihn.
Qingyuan.
General!
Oh, oh Gott, der Blick.
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time.
Oh Gott.
It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
Ja, bitte. Oh, ich liebe alles an der Story ab diesem Moment. Liegt bestimmt nicht an den Hang. Nein, Quatsch. Wäre Bullshit.
Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-lived species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Dan Feng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Dan Feng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did, but to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Don Feng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Don Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Don Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Don Feng is no more. Now, there is only Don Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Ich liebe es. Ich will ihn hier. Ich will endlich wieder mit ihm spielen können. Sagte sie und spielt ihn nicht mal auf ihrem Main-Account aktuell.
Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Luofu. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more. Do you know something? When Don Feng committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The dragon transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Feng against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the 10 Lords' commission. The senior Videodora were sure of their scheme. But you cannot hide fire with paper.
As recorded in the ancient texts, this body of water was brought by my people from our homeworld. It formed part of the roiling deep. It is as pure here as it was there. Our dragon ancestors nurtured us with the water of life, and bestowed us with the permanence of the Videodora. Her hatching rebirth is complete. She left me all alone. Still, I wait for the day of my rebirth. Endless waiting.
Whew. Oh.
Waters of the ancient sea, cleanse me. Waters of the ancient sea, protect me. This world's good karma is settled. This life's misfortune is erased.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go!
Take a little tackle.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Let's go.
A foregone conclusion. Conflict is pitiless.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
This is our chance.
Here is thunder.
Told you I could fight.
Heaven's Surge.
Anscheinend ist dann Heng sehr sauer, dass er immer seinen aufgeladenen Schlag macht.
Follow my charge. Conflict.
Don't touch his friends, I guess.
Time for the master. Show no mercy.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
This is our chance.
Here is thunder.
My turn.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Let's make it quick.
Xingyuan, where have you been?
Mach ich mal da.
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The seats of divine foresight relate the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Don Heng? You are Don Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests. When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, It is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Phantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Heng?
Thank you, Don Heng.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the plague's author
Ja,
lingered.
das Lied, was jetzt gleich läuft, Leute, das ist so
In order
wunderschön.
to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
Oh, it looks so much like Don Heng. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Don Heng's brother?
Oh Gott.
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Heng? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
Ah, lasst uns einfach das Lied hören, Leute. Ich finde das so schön. Herrlich.
You scared the heck out of me. For a second, I thought you'd annoyed the general. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out the two of you are old buddies. So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the express? Okay. I won't push you. Everyone has their secrets. Besides,
Wir müssen ja sein
given the
Tsundere-Verhalten
my
behalten.
curiosity can wait. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Dan Heng.
Has coming here triggered your memory? Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the ambrosial arbor.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Luofu is still your home.
Es tut mir leid, dass ich mich nie zu Wort gemeldet habe.
You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Cealus schaut dich an, während ihr beide still werdet. Gibt es denn gar nichts, das du mich fragen möchtest? Cealus schüttelt seinen Kopf. Er will nicht sprechen. Niemand kann ihn dazu bringen, sich zu öffnen. Die Statue des Hohen Ältesten ist durch die Jahre der Verwitterung stark mitgenommen worden. In der Nähe ihres Sockels sind einige kleine Worte eingraviert. Lasst uns beten in Zeiten der Bedrohung und des Konflikts, wenn das Land von einer bösen Lebensform bedroht wird. Wir werden die Macht des ewigen Meeres anrufen und die dunklen Wurzeln mit seinem Licht vertreiben. Hier liegt eine gewaltige Macht verborgen. Unter endlos rollenden Wellen lodern die uralten Wurzeln des Baumes auf. Lange Zeit schlafend, erwachen sie zum Leben wie ein Tier, das aus seinem Traum erwacht. Die Fesseln, die die vergangenen Herrscher angelegt hatten und welche die Macht der Bestie bändigten, waren ein zerbrechliches Geflecht, das bald zerbersten und fallen würde. Aus der Dunkelheit tauchen Erinnerungen der Vergangenheit auf, die dich ergreifen.
Yeah.